All right, welcome to Magicanotes. We're here starting off another draft as we seek to continue our streak of just grinding out 2-1 wins. Hard to complain. Still sticking in intermediate. And let's see what we have here. Wow. Well, it's definitely not the rare we want to see. Zero is fine, but not great. Not the greatest. Riddle form I enjoyed in a blue-red Spells Matter deck. That was a fun one. Obelisk Spider is not the gold I want to speculate on. Yeah. The other choice is Unquenchable Thirst as a kind of more common removal. Unquenchable Thirst belongs in more blue decks. Riddle form is higher upside, I feel, in the Spells Matter deck. So let's take the Riddle form and see if we can make something happen. There is some other Firebrand Archer and a Proven Combatant, both of which I guess can do work. So yeah. So what are we hoping for? You know, obviously a gold, blue-red, whatever that dragon is called, would be ideal. Burning Fist Minotaur is a very good card. I do like that a lot. Another Firebrand Archer. There's removal here. Sandblast. And that's another decent 2-drop in the Stalwart. Dagger of the Worthy. We'll take the Burning Fist Minotaur. I think that's a really good 2-drop. A really flexible card. Okay, River. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Hoopo. We'll say Hoopo. Wow, that's the third Firebrand Archer that we've seen. So some of those might wheel. They might not, but then again, you know, they might. Inferno Jet is a good card. It's a closer. I really like... This did really good work against me in the last round. He had 2 of them. That was a slight overkill. I think I like Inferno Jet slightly more here. Let's just kind of see where this goes. Kind of force. It feels like I'm forcing a little bit, but there's not a lot of guidelines. It's not like there's been a major aha. Some colors wide open. Cards. Well, at least other people are agonizing as well. Looks like the person right ahead of me doesn't really know. Wow. Okay, Ominous Sphinx is great. Kenra Scrapper is great. The Reed Sucker is not as great. Looks like there's definitely low green and not a lot of black either. But I think I'm pretty excited to take the Ominous Sphinx. I think that's an easy pick. The Kenra Scrapper is really, really good. Yeah, but no, I think I'm going to stick with a slightly higher upside. Okay, so what do we got here? Still just have creatures and spells. And Dead Air to fill. Interesting. I like unsummon. So we have the unsummon. That unconventional tactics is a great payout for zombies, but we're nowhere near that. Mummy Paramount is a really good zombie. Spellweaver Eternal is fine, so is Thorned Moloch, but I feel like I can get those later. I'd rather have... I think I'll just take the easy unsummon, and maybe I'll get lucky and I'll wheel one of those 2. But we will see. Kind of hoping to get one of those 3 archers. 2 of those 3 archers early would be beyond fantastic. Interesting. Okay, well that's the Library Grinder, but I don't think that's the card we want. 2 Inferno Jets does feel like a lot of Inferno Jets. I'm not gonna lie. Granitic Titan is a fine card. They both cycle. This one has a little more of a high end. Nothing else is really screaming giving them screaming out. We'll take the second Inferno Jet. It cycles. It's not so bad. Hopefully we're coming around to our wheeling archers. I don't see those. I might be a little more worried. Farm to market is another good removal. White, this is kind of making me think that white is a little more open. Gilded Ceradon is really in the curve out deck. It's a good high end. Tragic. I'm going to take Tragic Lesson, but I think I'm going to start thinking about white here. Guess I should organize it in my order pick. Yeah. So now we should hopefully the Archer. If the Archer is gone, that means somebody else is probably in my deck. And lo and behold, somebody else is probably in my deck. Huh. So we have a couple of choices. We can force it with Kindled Fury, or we can switch gears to a Mummy Paramount and go like, or we can just take lock in more blue. This is not prowess. Let's lock in more blue and kind of see where it takes me. I'm a little worried. I don't like the fact that the Archer didn't come around. Maybe this is where the Archer was supposed to have been. Carrion Screecher, that's late. Carrion Screecher is a fine card. So now I'm kind of thinking a little more. And Ruin Rat is also a pretty good card. Disposal. So let's take the Carrion Screecher. I think that's the card I want. Maybe in hindsight, maybe it should have been the Ruin Rat. Coming to think of it. Proven Combatant. Moaning Wall. Okay. Yeah, wow. It really looks like black-white zombies is really open at this table. I wonder if it's too late for me to try to move into it. Be nice to get some cycling payoffs, because right now I have Ominous Sphinx and Cunning Survival. Riddle Form is now. Wow, you've got to be kidding me. Nobody is in. Well, this just cements that nobody's in black-white zombies. That's just crazy. That is really bonkers. Okay, Banewhip Punisher, since I'm definitely thinking Black Thoughts, is easily probably the best. I think it's also the best card in the pack. Turning my head sideways to read. Driven to Despair. Yeah, it's fine, but what else? Imaginary Threats is kind of a fun little gimmicky card. And there's a Marauding Bone Slasher. So let's take the Punisher and move on from there. A second Riddle Form. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Two spells, and if I'm in more of a cycling, I don't think I want the Riddle Form. Swarm Intelligence is a really high-end card, but man, I just don't think I'm going to have that many spells just to really power it. I really like Wretched Camel. It just feels like oftentimes a good 2-for-1. Maybe we'll get back one of these. Keep an eye out for some deserts. So I've noticed deserts are going earlier and earlier. Spellweaver or Eternal, but I just think I got chased out of the red-black deck. Okay, Unquenchable Thirst is a good sign. I think it's a pretty easy take. Hello, Firebrand Archer. I got scared away from that deck. Good deck. But it looked like it just wasn't there. Notice that the white feels very cut coming this direction, so I think I'm definitely not going to try to force the zombies deck. Wretched Camel or a Bone Slasher. I think it's the Camel. I really do need some deserts though. This is going to get a little grim in a real hurry. But even without deserts, they're a medium card. This isn't really what I want either. Oh man, no real cycling cards or cycling payoffs, which is kind of sad. Appeal to Authority. I've seen it do work. I've never done work myself. The Chevette Dunes is great. 5th pick is a Mummy Paramount. Gross. This just does not feel great. I'll take a Strategic Planning. Accursed Horde. Well, that's got 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies right now. Heck, maybe we'll even look and try to see if we can grab some of the Eternalized stuff. Not a single 5 with the Carrion Creature. Still not a single cycling card, which really decreases the value of the Cunning Survivor. God, I want to start going Bant and just start taking good white mummies, and if I do that, you can just kind of leave in some not great cards. I think white is just open. I really, really, really think white is just open. Sunscourge Champion is a good card. This is also a good card. So we're 8 picks in. But so it's like feels like white. It's white and blue. If I change out of black, I lose my Bane Whip Punisher and I gain something. So I think we'll take the Unquenchable Thirst. So that Angel of the God Pharaoh, Scrounger of Souls, and a Grizzly Survivor. So how am I winning? I am winning with kind of a longer term game plan, kind of get out some early stuff. No still, I mean, we're basically not going to get a single desert, so my Wretched Camels. I think Unquenchable Thirst is better than Survivor's Encampment, but God. I will try Scrounger of Souls. People have said things like that, it might be decent. I think this is a pretty easy marauding Bone Slasher to go with the Accursed Horde. Though I would like to try Imaginary Threats, but I just don't think. Man, it really feels like I maybe should have been white. But wow. Okay, well if they're gonna give me a free Swarm Intelligence, I mean, Trouble's enchantment. Now the red is open. I wonder if I veered around too much. It is really hard to say. We'll take that just in case we need a 3-drop. I don't know. So cycling payoff. This doesn't discard, right? It just looks and then rearranges. Oh, that can actually be a trigger. So, wow. And then ominous. So, anything that cycles should be decent. God, frickin' Seer the last tomorrow. It's so sad. Wow, no idea. No idea. Take Dagger of the Worthy. I think that's a chance of being played, but a low one. In case I need 2 drops. Fine. There really isn't. So, yeah, funny. It's just a funny feeling draft. So, hopefully we get something resembling cycling. At least we're okay on playables. This isn't terrible. 18 going into the last pack means I'm not desperate. At least I have some early, some late. This feels like it's just going to be a very meh. Yeah, 2 for Mark Forest. Get there. Approach of the Second Sun. And I guess Seeker of Insight, maybe? What, 6 spells? We have nothing that enables a splash, and nothing that really... I guess we could have a little bit of digging. Oh. If it's this versus this Seeker, if it was literally any other playable card in any one of my 3 colors, I would probably take it. But I think it's Approach. Wow. Doesn't feel great. Watch the white is probably just gonna flow this one too. Okay. Shadowstorm Vizier is a pretty good card. I bet you that will probably wheel around to me, so I don't feel... Scribe of the Mindful is also very good, and Splendid Agony. I'm not feeling wonderful about my removal, so I think I'm going to take the Splendid Agony first. Keeping an eye out for... So hopefully we'll that'll come back around. If not, we have a number of options in here. And I think I just want this more than anything else. So if there's is this an Approach to the Second Sun? Things that help me cycle. I have Strategic Planning, I have Tragic Lesson, and that's it. The Cursed Horde, I forgot to target attacking zombie, so that's kind of an aggressive creature. By kind of, I mean exclusively. Even Crop Mate is really good. I think that's going to be the card I want. Gravedigger is also really good. Gravedigger versus the Avian Initiate. It's pretty much the first 2. Top 2 choices. Pitiless Vizier I can get later. Of course, I still don't have cards that cycle. Separate problem for another day. I think they're both kind of 2-for-1s in a weird way, but I think the Gravedigger is I don't know. It's always good getting it. If I can cycle a creature to the graveyard, if I have any of those, which I don't. This is just a mess. This is just a mess. Oh. I think it's Scribe. So what are my instants or sorceries? You're an instant or sorcery, you're an instant or sorcery, enchantment, instant or sorcery, instant or sorcery. Not the most powerful instants or sorceries in the world, but it's a decent creature. All this white and black. I don't know. And not a single desert. I think that has been the part that has really amused me the most. an aggressive 3-drop, a crappy tempo card, and I mean, it's a cycling card. Am I really that desperate for a cycling card? The answer might be maybe. It does feel like I'm just torn between. Yeah, it's a playable card. Gosh, this does hurt a lot to see. Interesting how the green suddenly opened up in this pack. I mean, oh my gosh, this white is it's just killing me. It's just killing me. Top crop elite. Well, let's take it, and maybe the white blue ends up looking better. Or the white black. Oh my. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. This enables cycling. I guess I want that slightly more. Slightly more. I give up. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening or what I'm supposed to do here. What a mess. Those Who Serve. That's a good card. Maybe the white will keep coming on in the last 4 choices. 1. Yeah, figured that would come around. What a mess. God, binding mummy. Okay, so let's think about this. If I am, yeah, we'll take a binding mummy. This is like a sealed pool. It's like a sealed pool gone horribly awry. Red Cop Spearmaster is a perfectly good card. There's no doubt about it. But if I go 1, 2, yeah, we'll take that. I think it's a better card. Wow. Okay. Well, sometimes it feels like choosing the colors building a deck is almost a formality, but not this time. Sort by color. What do we got? And no splashing. No ability to do anything like that. So, oh yeah. I guess we have Proven Combatant. And if we really need to stretch for a playable, we can put in a River Shrine or that. So, let's first build the zombie deck, quote unquote. Creatures separately. Sort by converted mana cost. Okay, these two are not exactly what I want to do. You are also not where I want. Oh boy. So we have an unconventional tactics that... Huh. So we do have Binding Mummy and Mummy Paramounts. And some Bone Slashers and a Curse. So this basically turn them side is we have no combat tricks. This is really honestly a little deeper than I thought, but really short on the playables. I mean, I would put this in just because it's better than an 18th land. Okay. Combine groups. Okay, now let's put in probably what we think we have. And let's do sorting. Okay, here we can make some cuts. Riddle form with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 8 spells is fine. Proven combatant, this is not a proven combatant deck. Get one of these back, fine. Oy. So playable, I think. What would I cut? I probably would go 16 lands, just with such a moderate high end. Pretty happy. I mean, this can this can play on 3 land, which is not. It's not really where you want to be. It's not where I want to be. God, how many things? So we have Seeker of Insight that encourages cycling. 1 cycling. Two cycling, 3 cycling. 3 cycling cards? Seriously, I have 3 cycling cards. That is so bad. Wow. Okay, wow, that is really bad. I mean, these cards don't need cycling, but, you know, they kind of want it. So then I just have 1/3s. So here I just play defensive. And then what? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna hit pause because watching me stare blankly at Grixis. No, this isn't Grixis. What is it? I never remember that shard. I didn't play Shards of Alara. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll hit a pause and I'm gonna eat some lunch and think about what went horribly wrong. Have a good one.